Gentlemen, finally, here we are.
We're giving it away.
That's right. We're giving it away. I'm knocking my
Ladies and gentlemen, number 19 is back.
That's right.
It's the biggest news in South Florida today.
Well, up until about
the biggest development in South Florida today.
1A, 1B?
Yeah, sure. You want to do it?
Yeah, maybe 1C when I'm not going to jinx it, but.
Well, we were here on After Dark. Everyone check out that episode on Saturday. We talked about Matthew Tkachuk in depth, but we're here today for you guys. So get all your questions, get all your comments in. We're going to go try to right up to puck drop here. So appreciate everyone here in the chat, everyone that's at the rink tonight. That's just popping by to say hi here. Appreciate it, John, as always. We will be announcing our Matthew Tkachuk contest winner here in a little bit. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, guys, go ahead here. Caesar's going to put up a lot of stuff on the screen here, all the news that broke this morning here.
It's been a long time coming, about a month later than we anticipated back, like when the surgery first happened, when Bill Zito's original press conference for after Matthew Tkachuk had his surgery. But
the old December-ish quote.
Nonetheless, he will be starting on the third line, I think it is, based off line rushes with Evan Rodriguez and Mackie Samoskevich.
So a lot of people are saying, does this get Mackie going, or hopefully gets Mackie going? Because we got to talk about what this kind of entails with Mackie going forward. I'm getting a lot of questions on the LTIR stuff.
I'm going to say this now. I'd be surprised if he finished the night on that line.
Oh, okay. The old Paul Maurice, when he doesn't do this a lot when the lines are steady and consistent, but making those changes.
Matthew Tkachuk is a different story.
Yeah, I could see that happening for sure.
So I think by the end of the night, you will see, if you want me to be dead honest with you, I think Greer should be on the fourth line and Vilmanis should be back up on the third line, because that third line has been creating stuff as of late.
Mm-hmm.
I think Greer's been playing really good. How do you take Greer off of that line, though?
Easy. I put him back on the fourth line to make that fourth line better again. Because the thing is with Greer is, it's really kind of run its course. I know he scored 2 goals in like the last 3 games, but
he's got 10 goals in the season.
I mean, yeah, he's been in the top 6 and 9 the whole year, so I'm not surprised by that.
But I think he's just
more options coming up.
Injuries.
There's also some more options coming up. The Brad Marchand thing.
Yeah.
Paul Maurice said this morning that that should be relatively soon. So once that he starts to come
it's
in,
probably the next game because we play on Thursday. So
which happened?
It's probably gonna be the next game. We play Thursday. We have 2 days.
The next couple 1-2 games. So we're gonna have like pretty much our fully healthy forward core for the first time in a while, outside of Barkov, obviously. But this will be the first time we really have the forward core we're gonna have for the stretch run here. And there's gonna be some options in the top 9 there. Very interesting. Luke Cunnin draws out of the lineup for Vilmanis. Seems to be some interesting thing there. I wonder if they're going to give Vilmanis a chance to move up throughout the night if certain things aren't going, certain ways. Obviously we've seen that Vilmanis, Rodriguez, Samoskevich line.
But Nick, they're doing that because when Schwinn came back in the lineup, he immediately took the center spot where they pushed Cunnin over to the wing.
Yeah, I always thought Schwinn was a winger also. I never did he. I don't know.
I thought he was more of a winger than Cunnin.
He was a center when drafted.
But he's played wing, so I'm a little bit confused.
He's played wing in Calgary, but he's a natural centerman.
So, then you obviously you have a decision to make there. One of Schwinn or Cunnin, or maybe a new guy will be the fourth line center down the stretch for the Florida Panthers.
I don't know. I like Schwinn, and I think other things is just like with like I said, I think at the end of the night, you're going to see Tkachuk with Ben and Verhaeghe, because there's going to be a point where, hey, Tkachuk's probably going to get like the first period or whatever. Once the second rolls around, I think you're going to start seeing that switch.
Cody, I don't think all fans now at this point are going to ask what's the first line, because they're used to Tkachuk being on the second line, Barkov being the first line. But the first line, whatever you want to call it, Reinhardt's line, Lundell's line or Bennett's line. Lundell's line is going to be the shutdown line. And at certain nights is going to be driving play, and other nights is going to be the Tkachuk line, but they're not out there for the defensive assignments. They're out there for the easier assignments. Yeah. And this is where people are going to be like, well, look at, Sam Bennett now he's playing with the player Matthew Tkachuk, and he's not having to have certain assignments and certain face-off duties, which they haven't really been giving him anyways. They've been giving Erod and Lundell's lines.
And the one time he did was the I forget which game, but they got ran over by I think it was the Montreal game, and they got dominated by the Suzuki line.
They were trying to match them up with the first line. But you don't have to do this now when you have a line of Lundell, Reinhardt, and Lusto, which used to way back in the day be kind of like your third line. Now that pushes up because you.
And when Marchand comes back, I think he's going to slot. I think they're going to move Lusto down to the third line and throw Marchand with Lundell and Reinhardt because now you have no choice. Lusto has to come down, especially with Marchand and Kachuk back.
Yeah.
Well, unless they think that Lusto goes with Marchand and Lundell, and then like Reinhardt goes with the Rodriguez.
No, that ain't happening.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think Lusto will be with Evan Rodriguez and Mackie Samoskevich, kind of a little bit more of a, I don't want to say shutdown line, obviously there, but that's a quality third line that can match up against other teams.
Yeah.
Top six.
This comment here, Cody and I have talked about this for months now. When Kachuk comes back, they're just going to throw him right on power play 1. So his responsibilities, game 1 there. 5-on-5, we'll see how they work that.
I think Paul Maurice said 15 to 17 minute range. Obviously, depending on the amount of power plays you have, you could cut up towards 20, but that you shed Reinhardt's 22 minutes down to 20, and then those 20 minutes come even better, right? So it'll be interesting to see. What I'm really interested to see is kind of the power play look. That bumper play with Reinhardt, a little bit more respect on the goal line there. And, obviously Marchand not being there, it's not fully healthy. But I think you'll start to see a little bit more success on the power play here when you get some talent infused into the lineup. And, this week Marchand comes back. I think there's so much more talent in the top 9 and could really kind of cover up for some of, the mistakes that we've been making. And, we've been playing, to our system sometimes, but just the talent isn't there. It is there now, but I'm looking forward to that. And obviously today, Panthers already got some scoreboard help. Buffalo lost to Carolina. Washington is tied with Colorado 1-1 after the first, and William Nylander for Toronto. Is he out tonight?
Who?
Nylander. Nylander seems to be out with a groin injury, and they play Minnesota tonight at 7:30. So, those are the 3 out of town.
We gotta just take care of our own at this point.
We got to take care of our own business first and foremost, and see if we could get some stuff turned around here. But Panthers have games in hand, and with points percentage and stuff like that. So we take a close up look there at Kirby. For some reason.
I'm sorry. Just take me down there. I'm having issues here.
But now with the Kachuk coming in, they sent Noah Gregor right down to Charlotte. Remember, Gregor went on waivers a couple days ago, so he can go right back to Charlotte. Seth Jones on LTIR. They're retroactively putting him there since January 2nd. For LTIR, you have to miss at least 10 games and/or 24 days. And Jones is he's at 7. He's at 7 games missed, but he's also at 17 days missed. So it's another week. And Jones will be able to be activated from LTIR.
I think he'll probably come back till after the Olympic break.
I don't know. We'll see. But
I'm going to say, Jones, if we're waiting that long after Olympic break, I'm nervous of that because of how our defense has played. I don't think because you add Matthew Tkachuk in the lineup, guys, we're going to have a consistency there on the back end.
It just has us
talk a bit more, but
it helps with scoring, which is something we've also struggled with. So. And then
but we scored well this year, Cody. Like there's certain nights where, hey, we don't get a goal or something. But I think consistent.
I think the biggest issue was our power play this year, and I think
look, we have 145 goals and 156 against. Like we had the second or third most goals against in the Eastern Conference a couple nights ago. Only behind or only ahead of New Jersey and the Rangers.
But question is now, who is coming off this first power play? And to me, it's either Daily Faceoff says Lundell, but I really wonder if you move Bennett off the first power play just because, one, Matthew Tkachuk's there now, so Bennett's spot was below the hash marks and in front of the net, which Matthew Tkachuk is going to be at. And secondly, Bennett's not a perimeter threat per se.
Hey, Dog, want to shout out a fan from Finland. Make sure to join us for our Olympic coverage. You guys like this time here with the game being pushed up an hour and then us doing the pregame here. So nice to see our European audience.
And then, I can see him keeping Bennett just because it's Bennett, but I really think if you keep Bennett on that first power play with Matthew Tkachuk back, unless he's by the net, he's pretty much a zero, in my opinion. Like, because for Hagee, you have your perimeter threat out there. Lundell's a bit more and is a bit a better passer. But then again, I think they trust Bennett more. But we'll see. I mean, I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah, we know at this point where Tkachuk fits on this roster. So bringing him back, it's not like we had all these new additions. We were the team last year, guys, that we brought back all of our players, right? Brought the band back together. So that just makes Tkachuk here kind of a seamless fit. We don't have to talk about, hey, how's he going to fit with this guy and that guy? We no longer have this player or that player. It's just that we don't have some of these guys that aren't in the lineup now because of injury, but you can put him with some consistency here with Sam Bennett, Carter Verhaeghe, these guys in the current lineup right now. So, yeah, you can get that Mackey as well. I like how Mackey and Tkachuk look on the power play. I always tell you guys that. Maybe they can get Mackey on the power play.
Yeah, the other move is Jack Sednicka on waivers.
Yep.
I really don't want to see him in a Panther uniform again.
Yep.
I really liked him in the preseason, but he just really...
How about the regular season?
No.
Right?
The first 4 games, he was good.
How about that after that?
I mean, I want him to go on after like the 7th game. But
I just want to make a quick announcement here, guys, because we are in the middle of the stream. I didn't want to do it off the top. Just want to let everyone know that's new to our channel here. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Like this video right now if you can hit that like button. Comment on our videos. We've done a lot of videos this week after dark, our post-game shows. If you guys are looking for the post-game show for Washington, it's at the start of the after dark episode, so you can go click on it there. It's all time-stamped. Appreciate all super chat donations. So when we're live right now, whenever we're live, those donations help us out a lot. You can buy your own membership. You can also upgrade your own membership. You cannot enter the Matthew Tkachuk contest. The winner is going to be announced very shortly here in the next 5-10 minutes or so, guys. So that contest is closed, but we will have future contests coming up for gold and silver members. Brad Marchand contest coming up soon here. You can gift a membership to community members and access to many other great perks. Thanks, guys.
But anyway, I mean, this Panther game tonight has just come 10 times more exciting now. Just because
exciting game in South Florida tonight.
Where some people might not have turned the hockey game on tonight, but they're going to turn it on tonight or have the double screen going.
They have 1 million cash remaining in LTIR with 23 active players on IR, Marshan and Gadjevich, and LTIR, Barkov, Jones, Nosek, Kulikov. But luckily for the Panthers, all they're probably gonna have to do when Marchand comes back is send down Vilmanis most likely because he is waiver exempt.
Yeah. Okay. Good point.
So
and it sucks because he's been playing really well.
With all due respect, it doesn't suck. Like he's played well. But needs
for him, I meant.
No, he needs the top 6 time in the A. Like he's played well, but I'm sick of watching AHL guys.
But you're saying with Vilmanis, we've been able to play him up the lineup, Cody. But because if we're getting these guys back in the lineup, then the only other option is maybe have him on the 4th line, and then that's not going to do him much.
Yeah, no, I'd rather have him in the top 6 in the A.
I'll say top 9 on the NHL. It's fine.
Yeah,
what about would you rather have him or Boquist?
Is that a question?
Yeah.
I'd rather have a piece of pizza than for Boquist, but
that's why I'm saying
but
why not let Boquist
because I'd rather Boquist rot on the 4th line than Vilmanis. And if I have Vilmanis keep playing games, I lose my waiver exemption.
Yeah.
How many games does he play until he loses that waiver exemption?
I'm not even sure. I just know once he gets to a point, that's when the waiver exemption stops. And I just rather him get the power play time and the top 6 time in Charlotte.
Isn't the waiver exemption within the whole season? It's not a particular.
Yeah, I thought it was the whole season.
Right. And then it changes next year.
But still, in terms of a development, he's not going to get much playing 7 minutes a night on the 4th line when he can play 18, 19 minutes in Charlotte.
And this was the problem with Jack Devine. He was getting 7.5 to 9 minutes a night. Vilmanis, you can pull it up, Nick. Cody, he's been getting more minutes than that.
Around 11,
Well, he's been better
minutes, and
okay, some people might, defend Devine. You're not getting enough playing.
How am I divining?
He played 7.5 to 9 minutes.
But Vilmanis started on the 4th line and then played good there, and then worked up to the 3rd line. It's not like he was the 3rd line immediately. He started.
I thought Vilmanis was playing more than Devine from the first game. I thought he was playing.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He played good in that first game.
I think his style of play.
Divine played good in the first game. You don't remember his first period? The first period, the cross seam pass.
But that was.
I feel like they're two different players.
But Phil Manning did more Panther things.
I feel like Divine did more. He was more of a playmaker, where Bill Manis is he's more a bigger guy. I feel like he's more of an edgier guy. He does things around the puck.
I think the real question is
that's what he's doing now. He wasn't doing that before.
The real question for me is, when the hell are we trading Jesper Boqvist? That's what I want to know. I mean, I think Kirby were talking about with salary cap, Mackey and Boqvist make $2.5 million. There's been some names out there that make $775, and defensemen, bottom six forwards. You have to wonder that, just assume Sabrango and Bjornfot eventually are gonna not.
Sabrango's gone. Let's just be
on the roster.
If they trade Boqvist and Samoskevich, hypothetical, would you then have Ilmanis take Samoskevich's position?
No, because it wouldn't be needed, I don't think. I think, he could if he really wanted to for like a cheap type of, young type of forward that could be playing.
He'll be a cheaper end than.
Yeah, I think, honestly.
Who are we trading for?
I think, Cody, this would be like a cheap 775 veteran forward coming in, and
Sundqvist got hurt last night, by the way.
I'm not saying exactly him, but I think the need for a bottom six forward is still here with the way our cap is, the guys we need to move out and send down to clear cap. I also think
So to answer Caesar's question, you're saying and Cody as well, you guys are saying it's a veteran over being Vilmanis from somewhere else.
Correct, yeah.
If it's the top 9, I'm going to say Vilmanis.
If it's top 9, yeah, but I think it's not. I think
if it's fourth line, then no.
There's going to be a fourth line forward for a cheap price, and and then a depth defenseman in some regard.
Like I said, but my question is because if I'm trading Mackey and Boqvist, I'm trading Mackey, period. I'm getting a substantial piece somewhere.
Well, correct, yeah.
But where?
Most likely, right?
I don't know. I think it's 50-50. It may be 60-40 defense, but I'm not putting everything in the defense basket. There is a world they go and get a wing. Mike in West Palm Beach. Appreciate it. It's just it's 60-40, maybe more defense. I think they're poking around everywhere.
I think both isn't out of the question, though. I don't think both are.
I think both is tougher.
Correct, but I don't think it's out of the question. I think you need to do some roster gymnastics, clearly, but it's possible. Which the
guys, just interrupt. Sorry, it's way off topic. When we get new members, we got to hit the Goldie button. Go on. Can we do that?
Oh, you never told me about this thing.
Wow, We've never.
We'll get more stuff going. I got another sound thing coming up.
But besides that, just
no timeline on Nosek. Last I heard was he's out for the year.
Nick, do you want to say on Nosek what you've talked about before?
Yeah, knee injuries, and he's out for the year. I mean, is it possible maybe like late playoff run? Maybe, I guess, but I don't think he's coming back. And that was kind of out of nowhere. We signed him. He just wasn't ready to go. So it's unfortunate. That would have been a nice piece for us this year, especially with the bottom six looking the way it does. And, obviously it doesn't work out that way, but I'm wondering if neither Cunnin or Schwint are going to be on the roster come playoff time if we eventually do get there. It's going to be interesting to see the type of maneuvering Bill Zito has to do, because you're basically operating under the assumption that Barkov is already on your roster, which he is still in his cap. But, remember, if Barkov didn't get hurt when Tkachuk came back, it was going to have to be Evan Rodriguez. That was the discussion. The Barkov injury changed that, obviously. So we're going to have to I really don't know what's going to be the case. Our top 9 is going to be unchanged pretty much. But, again, if a Boqvist and a Mackey leave, but I don't know how this is going to work out. This is going to be really interesting.
Luckily for the Panthers, they do have, because this is a new number we have to talk about. They have 18.7 left in projected playoff cap space, which I think is the number they're looking at here.
So correct. And 10 of that's to Barkov. Then how much of that is to Jones and to Marchand?
Marchand's not included in this because he's on IR. So the salary cap is still, his cap is still against it.
So 17 million of it is to Barkov and Jones.
But but that's big 17 million right there.
Yeah. So
and that's including everybody. That's including like Erod. So Erod could still be on this team, luckily, due to
correct.
the Barkov injury.
And then Cody, when you send down Bjornfoot and Sabrango and you trade Boakfist, you clear up another 2.5, $3 billion there. Probably have $2.5, $3 million to play with realistically of extra space at the deadline to insert into the playoff lineup if and when Barkov does return.
Well, the one thing about the Storm move last year, Nosek was not playing good through 60 games last year.
Correct.
He was hurt in camp to start.
And then it just kind of, and he never really caught up until they inserted him into the Toronto series, which those three never even looked back at all. And genuinely,
I think Maurice, I'm just going to say, Cody, just jump in. Maurice was desperate at that point to find answers. And
he was stunned. I think he was kind of stunned about how they played. But to me, like, that fourth line was probably the best fourth line we've had in each of since 23, 24, and 25. Because
I liked what we had in 22 into 23, 24, but they were moving guys in and out.
Yeah, but this one, these guys never got hemmed in.
Mm-hmm.
They played good minutes and they scored more.
Yeah.
The scoring kind of puts them over the top than the other fourth line.
Speaking of scoring, Nathan McKinnon just put the Avalanche up 2-1 over the Capitals. So out-of-town scoreboard there.
And I kind of want to bring up how the question earlier on how if we're going to ease Matthew Tkachuk in, and poor Jessica Blaylock, Tkachuk told her that he's fine to just throw him into the fire.
I mean, I would hope so. That's why they were so cautious with them.
Yes.
So that when they did throw him into the fire, they had no worries. I think he's, like I said, I think he's just going to start off with I think they're just putting him on the third line because, to get his feet under him and stuff like that. And for everyone out there, let's be real here. We got to say this. Matthew Tkachuk deserves probably a good 5 to 7 game grace period here.
Yeah.
He has not played since game 6 of the Cup final. So, we also got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, neither is our number 1 center or number 4 center. So, a couple of key guys we're missing out there.
Look, man, I'm just saying what's in front of us. But it's just, but right now, I guess before we continue any further, we're going to have our Caneswear ad real quick, and right after the break, we are going to give away that 20x14 Matthew Tkachuk frame. Donate to us from Les Dunbar. We have been we've been saying this ad for what? A month?
Since Christmas.
And Kirby, I know Kirby was ready to give it away the minute Tkachuk came back.
That worked out kind of perfect with here tonight.
But anyway, as we hear from a word of our sponsor, Caneswear, don't forget to check them out. It is the biggest time of the year for the Canes fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to say on that, and let's hear a word from our sponsor, Caneswear.
Panthers fever is here. Are you geared up? Caneswear in Davie is the place for all your Florida Panthers needs. They have the latest gear for our favorite NHL team. Jerseys, polos, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. Caneswear has you covered. Stop by their store in Davie or at pantherswear.com. Again, that's Pantherswear, WEAR.com for all your Panthers gear.
And another word from our sponsor, Jeremy Beckham at Becksells FLA. Champions don't settle, and neither should you. Let me introduce Jeremy Beckham at Becksells FLA, bringing a competitive edge to South Florida luxury real estate. If you want a home that performs in all 3 zones, location, lifestyle, and long-term value, Jeremy is your power play. The clock is ticking. Let's go for the cup. Reach out now at BeckSellsFLA.com, and it's BeckSellsFLA.com. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, shout out to Les Dunbar, your sports memorabilia store.com. Visit that website now. And remember, this frame right here is dual certified by YSMS and the players themselves. YSMS is the official memorabilia provider for Brad Marchand. Kirby, who is the winner of the 20.
Wait, but before we get to the winner, we got a show. On behalf of Caneswear, the players coming in. I understand, I understand, Cody. I understand.
This is like the holy water right here. I got to keep it away.
I wouldn't go that far, but
Cody, this is different than Caesar putting Pat Maroon on the screen.
I mean, this is scum, capital U-M.
No, this is different. This is different. They get
Look,
stage
we
tonight.
got to support our boys at Caneswear, right? This is a big
I'll
time
support
for them.
Caneswear.
Caesar supporting the Taylor family.
Yeah, Jason.
What the hell is you?
I didn't know there was another Taylor on the team.
Yeah, Isaiah
I was
Taylor.
0 days old.
Isaiah Taylor plays for them with his dad. So, I got to support them. So, there we go. And
but we
but
do
yeah,
have the
go ahead.
winner now. of our
Nick, you've got
contest.
the winner for us.
You got the
I thought.
Take over,
I
Nick.
guess I messed up the name, but the winner
Someone
is
say it, dude.
Jay Osceola.
Let's
Osceola.
go.
There we go.
Congratulations. Make sure you reach out to Kirby on either Instagram or Twitter.
No. Just jump in. I need him to do that.
You need to do it on what?
We got something going here at the soundboard?
Yeah, you're welcome.
There we go. Caesar's throwing stuff
And
on us.
we have to
Nick,
do-
I just want to jump in. He's got to reach out to us in the YouTube members only chat.
Yes.
YouTube members only chat. That's what
Jay
it is.
Osceola, as I said it, Cody, he's got to reach out in the YouTube.
I don't think he's with us.
Not on
tonight.
the other social medias.
He's not here tonight, but once he sees
Well, I'll
it.
timestamp this for him.
Perfect.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Anyway, we gotta do it. It's a thing now.
Wow.
And Nick, what do we got up next? I've got one contest in mind. I think you know.
The Buffalo one.
Well, we do have the tickets. We can mention that, but the Brad Marchand one, we want to do that for I think gold members. We're gonna.
Well, maybe when he comes back, we can give it away. So.
Oh no, we're not going to go down that. Yet. So that'll be for gold members. It's a what do you call it? A 7x10 size. So it's not a wall frame, but it is a picture of Brad Marchand autograph signed from the Stanley Cup final.
Hey,
Here we go.
I want to
I
sign
love it.
Nick
Thanks,
Levine.
Jeremy. We got to make this happen, man.
Rock and Knoll, go Knowles, baby. Even though, like, it just absolutely disgusts me that Caesar calls himself a Seminoles wearing that damn hat. Like,
I knew that was. I knew
it's disgusting.
Look,
I
I
knew
understand. I'm going to get the backlash, and
It's so disgusting.
Many people do, by the way.
So is Armando and Cody John Caesar?
It's so disgusting. Like, ugh.
look after this season, and Isaiah Taylor is gone.
Oh, that's okay. So it's okay. You heard it here first, Cody.
Yep.
Because I know Armando would be upset too.
I better see a bonfire, and that hat better be in it. Like,
I did want to answer this question that we got.
Yeah, we got to get to that question.
This is actually my brother's hat, by the way. He's a big Canes
You
fan.
didn't pay for it. Caesar didn't pay for
all
it.
right, you can hang it up in the background and have like no.
What do you reckon the odds are we get Barkey back for the playoffs? That injury was extremely serious, but so
How I'm feeling?
the true benchmark is February. You're not going to get a real update until then.
I think it's 60 we get him, 40 we don't.
Well, for game one, what do you think?
For game 1, 55-45.
For
I
game
think
one of the
if he-
playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if he's skating good by February, that's 2
I can't
months,
give the answer until I see what he does in February here. I don't know.
Yeah,
and,
same here.
and that's
That's
really
a fair answer by Cody, but could be higher than that. We don't know.
it could be, but it's just a lot of it's just the strength training. Like
Well,
that's
once you get the update in February, then you're able to. Once you get the update in February, then you're kind of able to assess a little bit more prior going to the trade deadline. I do think he will be back. Everything that's been said is he's ahead of schedule. And
it's a little bit different ACL, right, in hockey than it is playing football.
It's
Or-
because here's the thing: in football, it's a lot worse because you have jump cuts, you have to stop on dimes and stuff like that. Hockey, it's not necessarily the knee. If it was ankle, Achilles, I'd be a lot more worried.
But you're not worried with how Barkov plays, Cody? That's what I think about. How guys lean on him and he has to lean on guys. There's a lot of force.
But that's also the strength training into it.
And it
Well, yeah,
goes
we'll
from-
find out here
Pavel Bure
soon.
re-injured his, and his was an explosive game.
But
Question, guys.
that's also why I'm not worried about it.
You guys played hockey, obviously, and I haven't. Have you guys seen players wear a knee brace?
Yeah.
And they do that during the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
Because I
seen the-
haven't really seen that at all. So
Again, I think he will. I don't think like the strength. I think it's more just the strength of the knee itself. Like I don't think conditioning is going to really be the problem. I don't think anything else.
Pure strength.
The pure strength. Is the knee ready? Has it healed? And it's healing well. Apparently, I mean, he's ahead of schedule. He's skating in February, which he's already started to skate, but skating in February. I know there's been some. I've been told, and I think Chris Johnston reported that there is a chance he could come back prior to the end of the regular season. That he could return at some point in the regular season, and there's been other things that have been said about that, obviously. So if that is the case, if he's that far ahead, then game one seems very much in reach. I am a little bit worried about, is he going to be ready to go? How effective is he going to be? Is it right back to what he was, or does it take a little bit of time?
So then let me ask you guys this. Is a 60-70% Barkov better than the alternative what we have now?
Not if he gets hurt again.
Not 60, 70. No.
I don't think
it's got to be minimum 80.
I think he'll be pretty much ready, to be completely honest. I don't think he'll be that.
I don't think they're going to put him out there.
That he would be.
He'll
that
be
low.
close to 100% if they put him out there.
But here's why I'm not kind of like. Here's the thing: these injuries really depend on the type of player. Because here's the thing: luckily for Barkov, his game is not predicated on speed like Pavel Bure's was. That's what that ACL injury kind of nerfed. It was his speed. He was faster than everyone else. He can get around everybody.
But guys leaning on him, Cody, and the assignments that he has. He's out there with the Connor McDavids and Jack Eichels and Austin Matthews
but that's more strength. It's not speed.
No, but it's like he's got to lean on those guys.
Yeah, and that's why
that knee support isn't there.
And that's why when he comes back, he will most definitely be wearing a knee brace no matter what.
For that initiation contact.
Yes, for the postseason, I would be shocked if he's not wearing one.
So you're fine with him on those plays, and you don't see anything 4C happening on.
If the doctors have cleared him to play, then I see no issue because he's gonna have to lean on it. Because the way the doctors have been these last couple of years, they err on the side of caution. That's why Matthew Tkachuk got delayed a month, because there was a setback somewhere, and they were like, "Nah, let's wait this extra month and get you back ready to go."
And just to Caesar's point, we're back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. We want the three-peat more than anyone, but the GM and coach, their jobs ain't on the line here.
No.
It's not on the line, so they're not going to throw people out there.
That's what I'm saying. If he ain't ready, then he ain't ready.
He ain't ready. And
but if he's 90-95% healthy, Cody, then you get him in there.
He's got to be minimum 80% healthy to me.
Well, I think.
So let me ask you guys this then too. When do you make that decision?
You have to make it before the deadline.
That's what I'm saying. Because
that's why February
is really crucial to see where Barkov is going to be. Because
the deadline is
out in February.
10 days after the Olympics, 7 days or something.
I don't know, but Kirby, you and I have been told February is the benchmark. We know that they're going to have sessions and skating and other things with him during the course of the Olympic break, and then they'll evaluate and they'll make their decision.
And a lot of fans aren't going to hear about it, Nick.
Well, no, there's not going to be anything.
They're not working.
They're not working. They're not there. Nobody's there. So we'll get updates, I'm sure, from Milan, Bill Zito, and them.
We'll know based off their moves, because if he's not ready, then I already know a couple names off the top of my head we're going to be in line for.
Evgeny Malkin.
I'm actually thinking maybe Kadri, because we do have the money to eat the term.
I don't know. Yeah, I know there's been. I don't know how the term would work with that. I know Vincent Trocheck's name's out there, but I think Minnesota really wants him, especially with the departure.
I wouldn't mind having Chucky back.
But I think the departure of Marco Rossi and
honestly, I think Carolina has a say in that one too.
Yeah, I think Carolina might want to bring him back.
But it's just
the name Artemi Panarin's come up. I don't know if that really makes sense.
We talked about that on Saturday. Everyone checked.
I don't want him.
But if they think keeping Evan Rodriguez at center is the best thing for them, and then they move Panarin to the wing, well then
listen, I'd want him, but there are a couple reasons why I'd want him.
Go ahead.
Well, one, what does he bring to the power play that we don't have currently?
A shot.
And a one-timer.
Shot.
That's one.
Yeah.
Two,
how many points does he have right now?
He's more than point per game player. That's not the issue. People I think are worried, oh, can he play this style of game or whatever the case may be? I think if Tarasenko can do it, I think Panarin can do it. And the thing is with Panarin also, if people are like, oh, he gets shut down in playoffs, he's not going to be the vocal point in playoffs either.
That's fair.
Because guess what? We have, Sam Reinhart right here.
But I think he's strictly a rental, where I was one of the few out there, content creators, media, that said Brad Marchand isn't a rental in my eyes.
No.
Panarin for
we didn't know until he started playing in the playoffs, though. That was the one thing.
No, I said in the regular season, though, Cody, going down the stretch, I said I want to have him back.
Oh, let's see.
Looks like the boys are ready to go. Gentlemen, anything else before we wrap it up here?
I mean, we still got like another good 5 minutes.
He's probably going to be the last one out
5 minutes or so here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, because remember, game doesn't start till puck doesn't drop till 7 minutes after the slotted time. There he is. There's the Jersey Tuck. There it is.
All right. Well, we get ready to drop the puck here in about 15 minutes official time. Who knows?
It's
going to be
like
game will actually make it on time. So
it's going to be more like 20.
Yeah.
Does Trocheck PK? Yes, he need PKs with the best of them. That's why he's on Team USA Olympic team.
You guys can answer this on me. You guys are South Florida residents. If they're going to push the game back, couldn't they have done it an extra hour?
What do you mean?
2 hours pushback for the Canes game?
They could have done it.
I'm surprised that the national title game's at 7:30 rather than
8 o'clock.
8. They usually do it at 8, right?
But I wonder if they didn't do it because they wanted the Panthers to get a morning skate in. Because if a game's at 5, you're really not getting a morning skate in. So that extra hour does help out a bit in that regard.
It's also a holiday too.
But I know it's a holiday, but that could work for your favor. The Canucks, they get mad when they got to play the Leafs at 4 p.m. Pacific time because the Leafs dictate the schedule.
The Canucks,
how the hell are what? But it's on a Saturday.
And by the way, this Natty game ain't kicking off at no damn 7:30.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 7:55.
Yeah, Cody. What about that? Right.
At least it's the main game.
Oh,
the game that I'll allow it.
Maybe they'll wait for all the Panthers.
The game I'll allow it actually, but
Chuck has that pull.
But for me, it's just like like a regular hockey game. I'm sorry, my biggest hot take with like pregame thing. If you have a pregame ceremony, it should be before 7.
Yeah. Well,
that's just it. But anyway, I mean, I guess we could talk about 2 trades that happened today. Rasmus Anderson to Vegas in exchange for
yesterday.
Well, I don't care, but it's an exchange for a first, second, a defensive prospect, and Zach Whitecloud, who has now moved the top of me and Kirby's trade deadline targets.
I heard on Flames Nation, people are asking me, Kirby, why are you putting a Whitecloud trade out there on Twitter? I heard Flames Nation, their former radio guys or even current radio guys, they talked about it on their YouTube live stream yesterday. They said he's on the market. They could flip him.
Okay, I would trade Mackey in a second-round pick for Zach Whitecloud. Easily.
Yes, some fans are like, would you give up a second? I sent it to you guys.
We have a second to play around with.
We have a second. We have a couple of prospects. We have Mackey Simiskevich. I would
give him Mike Benning.
Alberta guy.
Yeah, you stay next deal. That's right.
Because he's not going to make
Southern Alberta. He's more Northern Alberta, but still works.
Yeah, so Kirby's trying to say he's posh and not hardworking and running.
Northern Alberta, they're harder worker. They work harder than us in Southern Alberta. Yeah, no, the oil.
Yeah, but I think Zach Whitecloud becomes the number 1 option. But again, that's a right shot guy who's in a pretty good cap hit, under contract for a couple more years.
I DM'd Kirby immediately when I saw him. Like, hey, Whitecloud.
I think he's gonna be a very I think he immediately shoots up to the top of the list for those defensemen being out there on the market. You might be able to get another first from him.
For those who don't know, Zach Whitecloud, right shot, 29-year-old defenseman, making $2.75 for 2 years after this year. So if you
that would be a perfect fit with Kulikov. Kulikov can play on his offside. You can keep Mikkola and Jones together. You have other options as well to play Mikkola and Kulikov together when you have injuries in your lineup. So
you get a little bit meaner on the back end too.
Meaner guys that can play minutes.
Actually, no. If you get Whitecloud, you can move him up. He's right-handed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you have an injury like you do right now.
Yeah, we're not going to really have that many puck moving guys. The only puck moving guys we're going to have is freaking
Seth Jones and Aaron Ekblad if he decides to do it.
Correct. But I think all of our
Gustav
guys
Forsling
can
can move
transport a
it
puck. I don't think that's
No. As Gustav Forsling, it should only slap shot the puck and or dump in the puck.
No, people want him to do rushes up the ice, so he can do it. He's capable.
He's had one elite pass as a Panther, and it was to Evan Rodriguez versus the Capitals one year.
That was elite. That was Gretzky.
that pass was A1 elite. I still remember it.
I was like, that's Gustav Forsling. I was like, holy crap.
Oh no,
Verhaeghe's made 1 or 2 of those in his career too, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, Uvis has been.
I was gonna bring this up. Great job by Beef Cat Original. I've liked Uvis on the first power play.
Well, he's been good ever since he got scratched. Like,
I'm going to speak up. People can get mad at me. I don't think he's a permanent solution there.
No. Let's do not get us wrong. He is not a permanent 6, but he's a damn good 7.
No, I'm saying he's not a permanent power play 1 guy.
Oh no. He's just hot right now. You got to ride that guy while he's hot.
Yeah, that's fair. No. That's where I'm at. People, you guys disagree? Let me know.
But Uvis is going to be the 7 for this team for a long time, I feel.
And like Nick mentioned to me off air, Kirby, I know you don't like him always in the lineup and the lack of consistency from, but it's the contract and the salary. You can keep him, right, Nick? Is that utility guy?
And
yeah, I mean, easily still.
And let's be real, we paid a lot more for a lot worse.
And you've got Kulikov on this, lifetime achievement award contract, but he's not getting a lot.
Look at this guy. I expect a goal from Kachuk each shift.
Oh, here we go.
Nothing more, nothing less.
But if Kachuk
I haven't seen you in a while, Bex.
If Kachuk gets going here, gets off to a good start here tonight, it's going to be on the power play like he did game 1 versus Tampa in the playoffs last year, where he kind of got off on that.
3-1 Colorado.
Who cares?
Over Washington.
I don't care.
We need to figure it.
Dude, we're a point back with 2 games in hand. I'm not worried about that.
He hasn't scoreboard watched, and I told Cody when I started scoreboard watching, it was about 3-4 weeks ago. That's when I officially started.
Listen,
I started that too.
He might have been earlier, Nick.
Here's what I do. Here's my rule. If I scoreboard watch, it's because we're winning. If we're losing, I don't scoreboard watch because guess what? It don't fucking matter. So
Cody, we haven't got any scoreboard the last 3 nights. Let us have this.
I scoreboard watch.
We're gonna have 3 games in hand on Washington, and
Cody, you're speaking to a lifelong Panther fan. I was scoreboard watch all the time in the Pete DeBoer era.
And guess what? I did it a lot too. I was there too.
That's what I'm saying. The position that we're in now, that Nick's saying, is the position
I know, but
I'm
so sick of saying, "Oh, we're 3 points back with 2 games in hand." No. I can't stand that. I hated that era.
There's worse things out there that bother me. Like the last 48 to 72 hours that I talked about.
What, us getting pumped 9-1?
Oh, and these loser stats on the screen. 4 goals, we don't lose when we lose by 4. How about don't lose in 9-1?
Don't lose by 4 goals.
Up on the screen.
The fact that we lost by 4 goals.
There were a lot of games on that list, may I add. There are a lot more that I would like to see.
Stuck with me, and I'm probably going to remember this one on this season. Whether we win the cup or not, I'm going to remember. No,
that Carolina game is going to stick in our craw
for the next half.
The Columbus game did in 22-23, the Toronto game in that same year at home when we got pumped on Pride Night.
Pride Night, yeah. What about the Gudas goal though? I remember that game, the game that we won.
When we came back 6-5, I hated that game.
I remember that game.
We only won because Eric Shalgren was in that.
You remember different things, right? Trying to think of any.
And then I remember the 10-1 pumping by Montreal when we lost our plus 100.
Sorry, Cody, to correct you. 10-2, I believe.
I don't give a damn. I just know we lost our plus 100 goal differential. I was so mad.
I don't even think I watched that game, Nick. Just like I haven't watched the last 5 minutes of the
lost. You guys, Osceola, go back earlier into the stream right after the ad break. You missed something. I want you to go see it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty important.
Jay Osceola, you got to go back and watch this episode.
At the 30-minute mark.
Is that what it was, Caesar?
Just look for the ad break and then a couple seconds after that.
And you got to reach out to me, Jay Osceola. I haven't talked to you yet. You got to reach out to me on YouTube, please.
Remember, chat.
But anyway, we are 5 minutes or 7 minutes till 6 here, 6 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock where Kirby is.
Before we get going, I do want to bring this up real quick. Gentlemen, how do you guys think Matthew Tkachuk is going to get to the game if he's not getting in the helicopter?
I think he's going to He booked a driver, like he said. He's going to haul ass down there.
That's not what he said.
Probably.
He says he's got somebody that can drive him really fast.
Well, how about this? How about
Is there a guy with a helipad?
is it
there a
Barkov?
helipad? Hey, Cody, is there a helipad over Miami Gardens?
Not that
It's
I
Alexander Barkov.
I'm going to say Barkov could drive pretty freaking fast.
I mean, I think
On the
everybody
moped?
assumed that maybe Benny Viola was going to fly him there, but apparently not. So maybe he's got a couple of deputy friends.
Well,
down here in Fort Lauderdale.
everyone tells the Amaranth.
I have a joke.
Everyone tells the Amaranth Bank Arena and go outside during intermission. Is there a helicopter?
It's going to be a bastard to get there, though, because he has to go from I-75, connects over, and go to 595, then get to the turnpike.
A helicopter.
That's what we
Where
thought,
is it
but
going to
he's not.
land? I'm trying to think.
That's what I'm asking you. You know
It ain't
that.
going to land
I'm asking
nowhere.
the Amaranth Bank. They could have land something there to get him, but then where is he
You
landing?
can skydive out of it. Like,
Yeah,
That'd be a
Brandon
difference.
Injury-
Halftime.
Oh, something happened.
That'd be part of the halftime
no,
show.
is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Matthew Tkachuk.
You like that, Nick? He'll be on freaking.
Ah, there you go.
I
I'm
think
gonna be
all
out
of
for a
us would
while,
be
guys.
freaking out if he did jump out of a plane.
But I will be playing at the Olympics. But I will be out for a
Like,
while.
I guess, look, here's the way I think it's going to happen. He's probably going to have to drive over to the stadium because he's going to have to go through 3 highways to get there because I-75 is way too far west for it. He's going to have to get on the turnpike some way because that's where the exit is. There's going to be a guy waiting in a golf cart, and they're going to drive the golf cart, and he's going to get that escort right to the stadium or right to his box, indoor seats, wherever the hell he is. He's probably going to be on the field maybe. So
There's a lot of escorts, with the UFC events and different things
yeah,
like
like I can't think of a freaking place that they're going to land a helicopter. There ain't room anywhere.
Would it help if we
The
were
last thing I want to think about is Miami.
All right, I guess what are our final scores for the game tonight?
He's talking about the national championship.
Oh, I'm not good at
I know. No, that's what I'm saying. National championship
Oh,
predictions.
man. Can I give 2 scores?
Hoosiers by a million.
I am going 31-17 Indiana.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Indiana 28-24. And I said my reasons last night on my live stream. I want UM to win, but I feel like all the chaos that's been happening here in Miami, are the Miami players going to be ready and prepared to play the game? Where it's like Indiana doesn't have to worry about that home field advantage or all that law before the game, right? So, I mean, although I want Miami to win, I feel like Indiana might win this.
Fernando Mendoza's homecoming in his last ever college football game. I think it's going to be Hoosiers by a million, baby. Let's go.
Alex said my reasons right really quickly. 1, Miami's going to have to play mistake-free football to beat Indiana. Problem is, they have Carson Beck at quarterback, so you're guaranteed at least 1 pick and or dumb decision a game. And when Indiana gets that mistake, they are going to capitalize. That is what they've done all year. That's how they decimated Oregon. That's how they decimated Alabama. And that's how they beat Ohio State. They have been the best team all year. They are the best coach team. And I think they're inevitable.
But you're not giving enough credit to Miami's defense.
I'm going to say weird things happen in Super Bowls and even national championship games. I'll go 28-24 Canes if they lose 37-13 Hoosiers.
But here's the thing.
That's fair. That's valid.
Mendoza is going to be the smartest quarterback that you is going to face this year. And secondly, here's one big connection.
You want to make a bet here on stream?
Sure,
Cody?
what's up?
I bet Mendoza has 1 interception during the game.
I bet he does too.
Prop bet.
You said so.
I bet he does too, but I just don't trust Miami's offense.
But you said that he's a smart quarterback and he's not.
He is a smart quarterback. Doesn't mean he's not mistake free though. Smart and mistake free are 2 different things. Tom Brady was smart. Was he mistake free? No. Was Andrew Luck was the smartest quarterback out there. Was he mistake free? No. I'm just saying Miami can't blitz as much as they'd like to because they love those corner blitzes. And secondly, who was Miami's DC under originally before he came to Miami?
Getting a little close to puck drop here, gentlemen.
He was under Sir Kurt Signetti, good sir, at James Madison. That was his DC. Who knows?
I only
DC.
know James Madison from basketball, so I'm not in.
And unfortunately, Kirby, they're a football school.
I'll have to
They
look
are. Look it up. But anyway, we appreciate everyone here for watching.
Yes.
Yep.
Special episode.
As much as this pains me to say, good luck to you Canes fans tonight. You are guys.
I want people happy in our community. Good luck to you, Canes Nation. You guys.
Everyone will make them happy.
I want them happy because of the Panthers, not because of the Canes. So,
and what about our friends at Caneswear? Come on now.
Can I sign off, please? You're ruining my groove.
Pantherswear.com. Pantherswear.com.
Like, I always sign off like, God, Caesar's just ruining the groove, man. Damn. Gosh, boo Caesar, everyone. Cody's in the chat.
Cody's more. Cody, you were dishonoring.
Hold on. You've been a lot wrong on football this year. Then
2 minutes in the box. We're signing off here tonight.
Bring him back. I want him back. Nope, bring him back. Bring him back. Let him speak.
So we're gonna sign off here tonight.
Nope,
for
play
Big
down.
C's,
Caesar,
Kirby,
go ahead.
Nick, and myself. We say thank you. Shout out to Caneswear, Jeremy Beckham at Becksells FLA, Les Dunbar. Thank you once again for the giveaway. Once again, your sportsmanreview.com. As we sign off here for Big C's, Kirby, Nick, and myself, we say thank you. And as always, let's go Cats. Off the screen.
Oh my God.
What's up, Cats and Rats fans? If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button before you head out. If you're listening to us on Apple and Spotify, make sure you leave us a 5-star review. And just like always, let's go Cats.